Okay, well, welcome to JamsHams Judgement. If you don't know what this is, it is an interactive podcast. This is the gist. Basically, I choose a topic, I have a rough script to go through, and a few topics to address. This week is subscription boxes, and then everyone in chat can chip in at any point with their thoughts, questions, whatnot, and then join in the conversation. I will do my best to answer any questions or queries, whatever it may be. So, this week it is subscription boxes. Now, what is a subscription box? Essentially, a subscription box doesn't need to be a box, it's just a monthly fee. Think your Netflixes and your Amazon Primes. But instead of getting something online, you get a physical package of a certain thing. It's usually a specific area of things, items. So it could be collectibles, food, drinks, anything really. Anything you pay a monthly fee for and then get in the post, basically. That is a subscription box. You only need to do it once, and then it automatically sends you one, usually every month. Could be up to every week. Some are multiple times a week. Ones that I've had have had the option to be multiple times a week, which is a bit overkill in my opinion, but hey ho. Got a few facts this week. Found some facts. It is estimated there are 400 to 600 different kinds of subscription boxes in the United States alone, and more overseas. They're fucking everywhere. I'd say that fact's wrong. I think there are more, because I've been looking at an amalgamation of all the subscription boxes, and I have found tons, and loads of them are duplicate things. You search for something where you want your geeky, your nerdy stuff, and you will find at least 20 different ones that are offering the same thing for varying prices and different franchises and whatnot. Oh, thank God. Hello, Minion Melon Man, aka Pete. Welcome. Are you not using your not using the other account? Not using the account with the sub on it? Welcome. I thought I was gonna have to do this one solo. Yeah, I've already started. Just went through what subscription box is. Even if you don't know what they are, I guarantee you've seen them around. They are advertised everywhere. Every single podcast I have listened to, every single video or YouTuber I have watched has at one point been sponsored by at least 5 different subscription boxes. What's some new G Fuel? Very nice. I was hoping my G Fuel would come today, but sadly not. Apparently it's somewhere in London at the moment. So I've got some more facts for you. Subscription boxes tend to range from $10 to $100, depending on what they are. The first major subscription box was in 2004, if you can believe it. All the way back in 2004. That's a long time ago. But I'd say it really kicked off around 2010. 2010 was the upsurge in subscription boxes. They were just everywhere, and everyone was making them. It went from YouTubers I was watching from being sponsored by subscription boxes to trying to make their own, but they were really bad ones. They barely even had a theme. It sort of felt like, oh yeah, I'll go to the fucking pound shop, pick up a bunch of stuff, and then send that out for 15 quid a month. That's basically what the oh shit, here it comes. But yeah, that's the gist of what a subscription box is. And basically, the business model is pick a topic that someone would like things of, So a good example is food. Food's very common to have in a subscription box because everybody needs to eat. So you get a food parcel basically every month in the post. But here is the business model, and I've got no facts to back this up, but here's how I'm pretty sure this is how they make most of their money. Basically, I think they make all of their money because people just forget that they're subscribed. I'm guilty of this on nearly every single subscription box I've ever had. I've always ended up just forgetting that it's there, and they turn up, and suddenly you look on your bank account and there's like 3 different subscriptions that have come through, and you're like, oh shit, I should have cancelled that. It's not a box, but the biggest one hit me when I got my first full priced Amazon Prime thing in, because it came I looked at my bank account and suddenly I was 80 quid down, and I was like, oh shit, Amazon Prime, I probably should have done that. Because it went from my half price student thing to you're a big boy, not a student anymore price, and yeah. So basically, that's their business model, basically, for a lot of them. Especially seeing as though a lot of the companies offer like your first box either for free or heavily discounted. So this like draws you in, but obviously you need to still put in your payment details for postage, and then it automatically subscribes you. So you get the first one for free, completely forget about it, and then all of a sudden, if you forget to cancel, you're just billed. No warning that you're going to be billed. They just bill you, like on the like 15th of every month or something. So if you forget to cancel, it can be pretty costly. But I'm willing to bet a lot of money that is how they get most of their profit, by people just forgetting to cancel it. Which is kind of dodgy if you think about it, but yeah, it's a bit dodgy, but it's ultimately down to you to remember to cancel it if you don't want it. So business is business, indeed. Right, next topic I was going to say is what types are there, and it's literally everything. Anything you can think of, you can probably get a subscription box for. Just I'm on a website right now called All Subscription Boxes, and there are grocery boxes, cooking boxes, snack boxes, tea, coffee, geek, alcohol, pets, fashion, jewelry, lifestyle, sport, shaving, dildo. 100% there is a dildo subscription box. 100%. I mean, I know for a fact that last year there was a sex toy advent calendar. So like 100% there's some sort of like Ann Summers or sex shop subscription box. I have no idea what you get in it. Probably like, or like lube box or something like that. But yeah, that 100%, if you can think of a thing, you can probably get that thing delivered to you on a monthly basis for a monthly fee. Whether you really intended for that or not. Oh yeah, imagine if that popped in the mail. Oof. That would not be good. Oh man. Oh. Well, I'd say subscription boxes had their boom, like I said, 2010 era. They rose up a bit, but I'd say they're dipping. I don't really hear any advertisements for them anymore. G Fuel subscription box. That would be a good idea. See, out of all of the subscription boxes, I can get behind the food and the drink ones, because that's something you're pretty much guaranteed to actually want and use and like have a use for. but I'll get onto that in a little bit at the end. The biggest ones that I've seen are makeup ones, actually, surprisingly. There are a lot of makeup ones, and I think a few of the biggest like subscription companies in the world are makeup companies. I think one's called Birchbox. I think that's like the most popular one. And yeah, even just looking through this, it's just all beauty and food with a sprinkling of like, hey, nerdy stuff every month. Oh, and pet stuff. Pet stuff is a big one as well. Like toys and treats every month and stuff. But boy, can these things get overpriced. I've just seen one here called Prepped Fitness Food, starting at 90 quid a month, just for some food. Ramen box, Robo box, which is build your own robot box. Let's see here. Tampons, that's pretty good. Again, a lot of these, if it's something that you know you're going to have to use every month, because as a girl, you're gonna have, with exceptions obviously, you're gonna have your period every month, so that's probably a good deal, because I'm sure tampons and pads can get expensive. Yeah, and as I'm sure me and Pete can both relate to. But yeah, things like that and things you actually would need, I can sort of get behind, because it's a good way to save money. But some of these are just, I don't know. Like, there's one called Sniff with a PH, which is discover a new scent. So it's not even like a full perfume bottle, it's just like a little sample that you could get for free down the shops. Spices. The super cute box. Meat. I see a lot of these meat and like prep your own meals and stuff. I, for one, would not trust meat that I got through the post. I don't know about you, but there's something about getting raw meat through the post. I would not feel safe eating that. No matter how they but even stuff with the big companies like HelloFresh is the one like you hear most about, and like Blue Apron and stuff. Unless they're like delivered in a refrigerated van, which they send out, I wouldn't trust it. I would not trust it. Yeah, it's mostly food and grooming, makeup-y stuff, and then the sprinkling of weird shit that no one would ever. I'm surprised they have any people who buy these, to be honest. Yeah, but they have special boxes. But so you put a special box. If a delivery man accidentally puts a special box next to his fucking car heater, the meat's gonna go off, no matter how special the box is. Like, it's that simple. It's just, unless they have a dedicated refrigerated van to deliver them in, I'd say you're risking serious food poisoning by getting like raw meat in a subscription box. I'd say you're better off just going to the shop and just picking it straight from the fridge. Worth mentioning, some give you a choice of what you get, but a lot of them are a sort of mystery, so you don't know exactly what you're going to get every month. Yeah, imagine getting a steak in an envelope, but like it's okay because the envelope is foil lined. It's just a flopping steak through your letterbox. Yeah, that's what's always put me off about those particular subscription boxes. Just gonna. I thought I'd go through the subscription boxes that I have personally had in the past. Starting off with Greys. You've probably seen Greys about because it expanded. Oh, I'll get on to Loot Crate. I've got a big section on Loot Crate, don't you worry. Yeah, I'm saving Loot Crate for last, don't you worry. I've got some things to say. Okay, so Greys, you've probably seen them about. They're like a snack company. They started off as a subscription box, but then expanded, and now you can just get them in pretty much every shop in like the meal deal sections and stuff like that. Like they're healthy snacks, like nuts and stuff, but they do like brownies and stuff as well, but they're like healthy brownies, or at least not as bad for you, but I think that's just because they're small. Greys was pretty good. Greys was pretty good. All of their stuff is delicious, but it's so overpriced. It's so overpriced. Like even I don't think it's any cheaper at the shops, actually. Because then you like buy a big bag of them, it's like £3 for a little tiny thing of nuts or something. It's really weird. I mean, it was nice while it lasted. That was one of the ones where I got the first box. Basically, I think it's £5, including postage, and you get 4 different snacks, which you can either like sort of pick and choose or just have completely random. So I got this back when I was at uni. Got the first box free, as you do, and like I said, I forgot about it. And because this one was weekly, and not it was weekly and not monthly, it soon started adding up, and I had like fucking piles of boxes, like, and I was like, I really need to cancel this, I really need to cancel it, but I was busy with uni, and by the time I got around to cancelling it, I've had a fucking another box come through the door. And like I said, they were nice. They were good snacks, but very overpriced for what you actually got. I mean, you could get so much more for the same money by just walking out to the nearest shop, whatever the shop was. Yeah, Greys was middle tier, I'd say. If you want to try Greys, don't get the subscription box, don't risk it, just try one of the snack packs at the shop or something. Second subscription box I have on my list is Beer 52. Now, I am drinking a Beer 52 beer as we speak. I'm still subscribed to Beer 52. I got it last Christmas. I got the first free box of, I think it was 8 beers. So you just paid for postage. So you basically got 8 beers, a snack, and a beer magazine for about £4. Hello, Ryan. So it was a really good deal. You basically got free beer. So I got that as a present for my dad because he loves ale and stuff like that. But then again, me being me, completely forgot about it. And then next month, a huge bearded guy arrived at my door. Rap-a-tap-tap. Here's your beer, lad. And I was like, oh shit. That's a thing that I forgot to cancel. Bam. £25 out of the bank account. Now, I've been meaning to cancel it because I just can't afford to spend that much on beer. It's really good beer and like really unique beers. Like this one I'm drinking is not something I'd usually go for, but it's still really nice. Don't worry about being away for a while, Ryan, no problem. Where was I? Yeah, it's good beer, so I like it. I couldn't afford it a lot. So I have it like every 2 months. Now see, this is another sneaky tactic. From Beer 52. What they do is that they don't let you cancel. They let you sign up online. They do not let you cancel online. A lot of these companies make it very difficult to cancel. That's another way they get your money. A lot of them, you literally have to Google, how do I cancel blank? And they were like, oh, you have to go through this like hidden setting, and then like in account settings, and then there's a little button down here that you need to press. But with Beer 52, you have to call up, you have to call on the phone the company, and it doesn't even say cancel on the phone. It's like, if you wish to cancel, call this number and speak to one of our reps. I haven't phoned the number yet. I just keep on, they have a skip month function. I've just been skipping the month every month instead of calling them, because I hate talking on the phone. So I'm pretty sure that's how they get their money. But other than that, Beer 52 is one of the better ones I've had, I'd say. You get to choose what type of beer you have. And they send you an extra snack as well, and a beer magazine which tells you all like about the fermenting process of each beer and beer news around the world, I guess. I just give the magazine to my dad because he's a bit more interested in that than I am. I just like drinking it. I've had 2 different razor ones. I've had Harry's razors and I've had Dollar Shave Club. These are essentially exactly the same company. Like I said, there's a lot of like duplicate things where someone has an idea, someone's going to copy it. I don't know which is the original. Basically, these ones, again, heavily discounted first box, send you a razor and some like shave gel, maybe a few extra blades, and then it's like, so it was probably like about £3 for the first box, which is a really good deal for a really good razor that you get. But then the next month, you don't get any more razors. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Every single podcast I've listened to has either been sponsored by Harry's or Dollar Shave Club, which is why I knew them. Again, I got this as I got them both as presents for my dad and my brother. Yeah, thankfully I remembered to cancel these ones, because I personally think these are a bit of a rip-off. The first box is good. I'd say go for the first box if you're in the market for shaving. But after that, you get like a replacement shaving foam thing and maybe a blade or 2, but it's like $15, and they market themselves as like being cheaper than like supermarket blades and stuff. But I'm pretty sure you can get a lot cheaper than that. Yeah. And also, yeah, they're called Dollar Shave Club. It's not a dollar. Not a dollar. It's like $15 a month for not a lot. But the razors are good. So the first one for like £3, get it. I'm very pleased with your Loot Gaming subscription. I will get onto that. Like I said to Pete just now, I've got a big Loot Crate section, because Loot Crate's the one that I was subscribed to for the longest, like over probably about 3 or more years, I'd say. Half of that was because I enjoyed it, half of that was because I kept on forgetting. It was it was very hit or miss. Anyway, I think I got, next one, I think I got a coffee box, which was just, you get like a few different types of ground coffee. Nothing much to say about that. If you drink lots of coffee, I'm sure that would be fine. I think I might have got that for a present for someone as well. I think my mum just got a coffee machine or something. So yeah. Again, like I said, any food or drink ones you can't really go wrong with, because you're pretty much guaranteed to like and use what you actually get in the box. Now, before I get onto Loot Crate, there was a period in time during my uni days when I was getting Loot Crate, but I was like, this is a little too expensive for my student budget. I'll see if there's like a cheaper alternative. And I found it. I found a cheaper alternative. It was called Nerd Block. So this was a direct rip-off of... You get a lot of this. You get a lot of direct rip-offs of other companies trying to do the same thing. And it was garbage. Like, you know, before I said it was like someone went to the pound shop and like just got a fucking handful of shit and then sent it out. This was pretty much that. Their main selling point was that they had a t-shirt every month, which Loot Crate does now but didn't at the time. But these t-shirts were fucking awful. The quality was bad, and the designs were so stupid that I didn't keep a single one. I just sold them, or I think I couldn't even sell a few of them. I had to give them to the charity shop. It was one of those things, I'm sure you've seen around, that you see these t-shirt designs which grab two random pop culture things and just shove them together. Like, one of them I remember was, it took the Flash and, like, Captain Crunch cereal and made, like, a weird hybrid thing, like Flash-O's or something, and stuck it on a t-shirt. And it was just... They did this for every single month. They had this garbage t-shirt which, without fail, just grabbed a random two pop culture things and shoved them together. Like, oh, you like Lord of the Rings, huh? Well, imagine if Lord of the Rings, but Frodo had a lightsaber! Haha, take that, nerds! I bet you love this shit. They were awful. That was the level of... I think I've got... I fished through all my drawers just now, and to see if I could find anything that I got from this nerd block, or what was it? Yeah, Nerd Block. I found this which I couldn't get rid of. I paid money for it's still in its packaging. I'll take it out for you. I think it was like 20 quid a month. It's not like cheap. You expect something, and I got a blank comic book notebook for me to make my own comics in. Wow. Cool. And yeah, I paid money for that. I gave that one a few months because I was like, surely I'm just getting unlucky. Surely they can't be that bad every month, but they were. And yeah, pretty much it's this kind of shit you get given away, or you find at the pound shop, or just how much is a quid in America? I think like a pound is like $1.4 or something. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know the exact. It keeps on changing. But yeah. And I'm pretty sure Nerd Block is out of business now, so hooray! at least that went well. But yeah, they were awful. They were awful. So, and I'm sure a lot of subscription boxes go the same way. They think it's easy to just grab a bunch of stuff and send it away, and then are surprised when everyone's like, "What the fuck is this shit? I'm not paying for this." But yeah, Nerd Block not good. So I went back to Loot Crate and stuck with Loot Crate for a long time. I got my first Loot Crate in my first year of uni. Which I can't remember off the top of my head when that was. I want to say like 2014, and I got my last Loot Crate 2 months ago. So on and off, that's how long I've had Loot Crate, which is why Loot Crate's my main topic of conversation for today. It's it's a love-hate relationship It was so hit and miss. It was so hit and miss. The good stuff in the boxes I usually really liked, and the rest of it I was just like, why would anyone even make this? It was just so weird, and I'll get into more specifics in a minute. But basically, in general, what you get in a loot crate, and it changed a bit over the years, but generally you get one sort of high tier item, which is it's really good, like a figure or something, which would like an expensive figure, like a pop figure, or like this fucking little Frodo thing that I got, which was actually made by the same people that did the special effects in the Lord of the Rings films, Weta Workshops. So you get like one cool thing like that, or like I don't know, like this fucking Widowmaker pop figure or something, and that's your high tier item. Then you get like a mid tier item, which is like, okay, I can take or leave that. It's pretty cool, I guess. That's usually your reaction to the second item. And then you get one or two that you just look at and like, well, I can either put that in the bin now or try and get rid of it. And I'll show you, I've got a box of shit down here that I could never get rid of. No one wanted to sell it, no one wanted it for free. Still can't get rid of it, and I've just got a box of shit. Yep, you get a t-shirt. The t-shirts are good, usually. The t-shirts are really good quality. Like I'm wearing one now. I'm wearing my Thanos shirt, which I wore to Endgame yesterday. Yes, I wore this same shirt 2 days in a row. Don't judge me. And I've actually, you see this little pile here? I fished out a few of the Loot Crate t-shirts, and I'll do a little show and tell in a second. So t-shirts are usually good, provided, and this is where it gets a bit subjective. They're all like the high tier item in the t-shirt. They're really good as long as you like the thing. If you don't like the franchise, so if you got like a Star Wars figure and you didn't like Star Wars, that was the main thing in the box. So if you didn't like the main thing in the box, it was all bad. And that's what happened to me a lot, and I was like, come on, man, you've really made that the main thing? And I've fished out a bunch of examples that I've got down here, and I'll do a little show and tell in a second. And a little pin. So just to illustrate how long I was subscribed, I've got a bunch of the pins and stuff on one lanyard here, and then I've got, oh shit, well, I broke the pin that was hanging up on, whoops. And then I've got like the OG pins, which is what I got back in 2014. And then I've got a bunch more pinned up over here on my little file thing. Yeah, you get a little pin in every box, and the pins got better. Like I said, they used to be just little badges, but now they're actual like good pins. I'll try and get one off to show you. This one's a good one. This one's a good one. Fuck me. I can't get that off. But they're good. They're good. I can't get off the good ones. I've got the good ones over here next to me. But they're good. They're like proper enamel pins, and they're just like a little good bonus that I usually enjoyed every month. So that's basically what you got in every box, and it's about $30 a box, give or take. Not entirely sure. By the end, I was trying to get like lots of discounts and stuff, so I don't know exactly how much it was. I think, hang on, Well, I just dropped a pin on the floor, so hopefully I don't step on that. Yeah, hopefully I don't step on that. Okay, so basically, like I said, big love-hate relationship with Loot Crate. Now, I think the problem started when I first started getting it. It was really good, and they pretty much just had the basic Loot Crate. But then they started branching off into, like, Ryan had Loot Gaming, which just had, like, gaming stuff, and there's, like, Loot Anime, which has, anime stuff. There's Loot, like, Junior or whatever for the kids. There's a wrestling one, a Lord of the Rings one, a Marvel one. They basically branched off into so many different ones, and then there's like the more expensive tiers, like Loot Crate DX or something, I think it's called, which is like basically the same theme as the normal Loot Crate, but like 3 times as expensive, and you get like I don't know, some R2D2 mug or some shit. I don't know. It never seemed worth it to me. But yeah, as soon as they started branching off, the more they branched off, the shitter the normal Loot Crate began, because I think they stretched themselves way too thin. They were basically trying to get at least one good thing in each of the different boxes, without concentrating on just making each box good in its own right, if that makes sense. So rather than have like 5 good items in the normal Loot Crate, those items would be like dispersed into these other crates, and each of those crates would have 1 good item. It was just real disappointing, really. It got more and more disappointing, and then there's some months where it would be back up, and that's why I kept on subscribing, because I was like, oh, it's getting better again. But then ultimate disappointment, and now I don't think I'll be going back. Excuse me. The other thing that ruined Loot Crate for me was Loot Crate exclusives. Now, Loot Crate fucking loves to give you exclusives. Now, what exclusive means is that it doesn't mean, oh shit, this isn't something I can get anywhere else, this must be really good. No, you can't get it anywhere else because no one else has bothered to make it, because no one else wants it. Now, I have a few examples of that down here. So, again, still in the plastic wrapping, I got a Walking Dead item. Now you'd think, oh, you sick, you got a zombie thing, you got a pop figure of like Rick Grimes. That's pretty sick. Getting one of those that you can't get anywhere else. No. I don't know if any of you have watched The Walking Dead, but at one point, literally like one part of one episode, there's a part where Daryl Dixon, the guy with the crossbow, has a thing of walker ears around his neck. As in, like, zombie ears. He has an ear necklace, as it were. So, the month's Loot Crate exclusive, which crazy exclusive that you can't get anywhere else, was an ear necklace made of soap. An ear necklace made of soap. Loot Crate exclusive. And they brand it on there like it's some sort of good thing. Like, yeah, it's exclusive because nobody wants this. There's a reason this hadn't been made. Another, I'll do a little experiment here. This one will be a bit easier, but I was still a bit disappointed with this one. They liked to do exclusive pop figures. So this is a pop figure that I got. Can you guess what Star Wars character this is? Anyone? Can you guess? In his iconic blue jacket, Because that's the exclusive part. The exclusive part is the fact he's in a blue jacket. Yeah. So this is old Han Solo in his blue snow gear. You know, the thing he wore for literally 1 minute in the film. And this was... Instead of giving us the normal Han Solo, they thought it would be better to get the, again, Loot Crate exclusive and get a shit version instead. And every time I got one of these in the post, I just thought to myself, well, I'd rather just have the normal version. Just send us the normal version. And that's a problem that kept on coming up again and again and again. Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad as the soap, but I mean, come on. Just send us a normal Han Solo or like a good one or something. I will say most of the t-shirts are Loot Crate exclusive, and that's pretty good because you get like unique designs, but not as bad as like Nerd Block and stuff where you get, you know, 2 different things jumbled together. So yeah, you occasionally get like a bunch of good things. Like I've got a really good Venom mug, lots of good figures and stuff. But as most of the exclusives were trash, and I sent feedback again and again saying like, exclusive doesn't mean good. That's something that I think the company needs to learn. Exclusive doesn't mean good. It doesn't. Exclusive does not mean good. You can't just take a thing, change it slightly, and then think it's going to be better. You can't take Han Solo, put him in a jacket, and then pass it off as something really cool and great. It's just, no, that's just Han Solo in a jacket. You've made Han Solo less recognisable. Well done. Well done. Or you've taken the most obscure thing from a TV show and made a thing out of it. GG. Here's one. Here's one I got. So, are you familiar with X-Files? They have a bit of a hard-on for X-Files. So, like, what do you get from X-Files? Like an alien or some shit? An alien? No. You just get a normal torch that you literally get at the pound shop with the X-Files logo on it. Cool, yeah. And half of the things don't even work. yeah, this is... Yeah, that's X-Files, yeah. Oh, remember when Mulder and Scully used this torch? Yeah, right. So there's a lot of stuff like that. Oh dear. Scale from 1 to 10, how ticklish would you say I am? Well, thank you, Tickle Monster, for the 10 bits. Scale on 1 to 10 really depends where you tickle me. Feet, 10. Belly, about a 7. Armpits, about a 2. Neck, maybe. No, neck I can take. Knees is a 9. Yeah, it varies on where I am on the body. Thank you for asking. Knees, yeah. That's not really tickling, but like, you know when someone like pinches your knees and you go, yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Or someone just gets in your knees, you know. Well, hopefully you never have to experience it, but no. Also, I guess that's the that's pretty cool. That's the thing I put in the Discord where if you donate bits using that bleeding heart thing, you get an extra. You get it gives me a little extra for free. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Thank you again, Tickle Monster. Thank you. Anyway, where was I? I was going to give you a little show and tell, wasn't I, for the shirts. Now, obviously, I've had yeah, free money, exactly. Like I said, I've had I had Loot Crate for a while. So, well, one of my favourites was this hat, this Punisher hat, which you reverse into a Daredevil hat. This is a damn comfy hat. Ants! Thank you for the follow as well, Tickle Monster. So yeah, that hat, good. So I'll give you just a few examples of the t-shirts. So I've got this Rick from Rick and Morty one. It's pretty good. Like most of these t-shirts are pretty good. Like the designs are good. You can tell they've actually put some effort into these designs, which is a good thing about Loot Crate as opposed to, you know, Nerd Block. Yeah, that's a big IQT right there. This is the last t-shirt I got. Finn from Adventure Time, made up of other little Finns. Which is good, like Adventure Time. I think in general I was lucky with the t-shirts because I usually liked what was on the t-shirts. Stranger Things, all good. Now they suffered from Nerd Block syndrome, thing again, mixed with the Loot Crate exclusive syndrome. Like this one. This one is for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Now, apparently, the most memorable bit of that film was the American Ministry of Magic. So now I have an American Ministry of Magic shirt because, you know, that's the bit people remember about Fantastic Beasts. You know, not the Fantastic Beasts. So I've got that. I've pretty much got this because it's a nice blue and it's really soft. I can say that about a lot of these, but a lot of the designs I did like. They're a bit more. A lot of them are a bit more like subtle. They're not as like in your face as a lot of these like nerdy tees are. Like this one has the Stark Racing logo from Iron Man 2, so it just looks. Like it's anyone looking at that wouldn't instantly go, huh, what a fucking nerd. Why has he got Superman on his shirt? Stuff like that. It's not as in your face with the designs. But yeah, a few of the shirts are weirdly specific, like the Loot Crate exclusive ones, like the Fantastic Beasts one, and this one. We got an Archer shirt. An Archer shirt which was mixed with the 2016 elections. How weirdly, oddly specific is that? Like, I like Archer, but I don't really want to go around with a thing for the 2016 elections on me. I don't know. It's just... Some of them were a bit weird, oddly specific. And you just get the like Transformer ones. Again, not too big, not too garish. The shirts are really good and like soft and stuff. You've probably seen me wear a lot of these shirts on there, like my Winston Primal Rage shirt from Overwatch. Wear that a lot on stream. Like I've got a lot of shirts to go through here. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. They've got a new one of those coming out actually. Another Rick and Morty one. This one's pretty cool. It's not as in your face. It's like a blueprint of his portal gun. It's not as in your face, which I liked. Back to the Future. DeLorean, 88 miles an hour. This is one of the early shirts. Back in the day when they did do a shirt, they did suffer from the Nerd Block syndrome. So this is probably the best example I've got of that, where they just grabbed two different things and shoved them together and made a shirt out of it. So this is jokey. So this is the Joker mixed with Loki. Now, imagine this, for the Nerd Block shirts, imagine this, but 10 times worse. That's the level of stuff you got for those. And then, funky Ghostbusters one. What's this one? Ant-Man. And then, Venom. It's pretty cool. But yeah, those are just some shirts I fished out. He released 2 songs recently. Most impressive, most impressive. Yeah, that's... I've got another thing of bad exclusives. This is one of the more recent ones I got. So, has anyone here seen Escape from New York? I personally keep on meaning to watch it because it's an old film, probably like 80s, or something like that. Popular film, but I wouldn't say that. Yeah, people nowadays would not recognise it at all. So in this one crate, 2 of the items were from Escape from New York, just out of nowhere. This just random 80s movie. So I got an Escape from New York poster, and I also got... Right, this is the Loot Crate exclusive. I got Snake Plissken's eye patch. Snake Plissken's eye patch. So the main character in Escape from New York has an eye patch. So this is just an eye patch that you'd get in a fancy dress shop for like a fucking pirate. And because they put this on it, because they said it was Snake Plissken's eye patch, that makes it a Loot Crate exclusive. I paid money for this. I expected better than this. Even if I was a fan of this film, I would still be so disappointed if I got this. What the fuck is this? So yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Another thing Loot Crate suffered from. They tried to be like on the forefront of pop culture. So if there was a big movie coming out the month of the Loot Crate, they'd usually have at least one item that was centered around that movie. And one of the biggest ones was the month that Assassin's Creed was going to come out. And they sent me an Assassin's Creed pop figure, which is good, but this was before the film came out. So I didn't know if I liked this movie or not. I went to see the movie. The movie's bad. Assassin's Creed movie, widely regarded as a shit movie. So now I'm stuck with memorabilia of a shit movie. But because they did it before it came out, they had to take a gamble. They're like, well, hopefully it's good. Let's just send them this. So it's just they try to be cutting edge, but then in doing so, you end up with a garbage item. And that's happened a few times. Yeah, basically there hasn't been a video game movie that hasn't been trash. Apparently hopefully the first one that isn't going to be trash, Detective Pikachu, apparently pretty good. So this year we might have the first video game movie that isn't trash. Also, the Tomb Raider film, I enjoyed. I actually quite liked the Tomb Raider film. I'd actually recommend the Tomb Raider film. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot more than the Angelina Jolie ones. But yeah. So in my mind, that might have been one of the first good ones. And apparently we're getting another one of those, so I can't be the only one who thinks it's good. Yeah, on the back of all I've said about Loot Crate, I I gave it a little googs. And Loot Crate has gotten so many bad reviews. So many bad reviews. It's like, on most review sites, it's sitting about like a 1.5 star out of 5. 1 star out of 5. Tetris the Squishing. There's the Minecraft movie as well. They're still making them. They're still making these video game movies. They're trying. But yeah, and I looked on their Twitter as well. I went on hashtag Loot Crate, and 9 out of 10 of the people were just complaining about Loot Crate. They also send out all their crates really late. Apparently their customer service is awful. It's just first thing you see when you search Loot Crate is how to cancel. Exactly. Exactly. See what? Now I'm gonna tell you why I stuck with it for so long. So usually, I think I got lucky because I like a lot of things. I got lucky. I liked the high tier items. I liked the t-shirts. And then with all the rest, I either found some of my friends who liked the weirder franchises and then gave the things as presents, or I stuck them on eBay and then sold them off and made a little bit of money back. It was like a good system because I got quite a bit of money back, because usually I could sell a few of the items and then get my money back for the whole crate. But as time went on, I could not for the life of me sell any of this stuff. No one wanted it. No one wanted it, and that's why I have this this box of stuff. So that's why I have this. I've got a Mega Man figurine. I had that up for weeks, and for so cheap, no one wanted it. I've got 2 magnetic hood ornaments for Arrow, the TV show. Again, Loot Crate exclusive, of course. No one fucking wants these. Why would anyone want a magnetic hood ornament that is obviously going to get stolen as soon as you put on your car, and it looks like shit? Surprise, surprise, all of these are Loot Crate exclusives in this box. So, a Loot Crate exclusive little car from Gone in 60 Seconds. It's just a toy car. But because they put the packaging on it, apparently it's an exclusive from a movie. This is one of the worst ones. I've got 2 of these. I have a Batman vs Superman wallet made of paper. I have 2 of these. Now, Batman vs Superman is a garbage movie. This is a garbage product. You put garbage movie into a garbage product. Surprise, surprise, no one fucking wants it. I've got this Fallout print, which is impossible to put up because it's like the way it was rolled up. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool piece of artwork, but because it was rolled up, it looks like shit and you can't put it up. But what pissed me off about this one, on the back of this Fallout artwork, what have Loot Crate done? Made an advert for Loot Gaming. I paid money for an advert. I paid money for them to advertise themselves to me. Now this is why I don't like Loot Crate. This is why I don't like them. I stuck around because I liked some of the stuff, but shit like this, I mean, come on. Come on. So yeah, it got to the point where I just couldn't sell anything. Sometimes the t-shirts would sell if I didn't want a t-shirt, but eventually they stopped selling as well. So the crap was just piling up, basically, and I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. And basically I was getting a discount every month because stupid, I don't know, just Mega Man's just not popular anymore. Like, people like it, but no one's looking for a Mega Man figure. Let's see here. It's I think it is a Loot Crate exclusive, probably. I think it's a different colour. It's like, it's not the normal colour, or something. It might be red. I don't know. But no one, it's just that no one's looking. No one's out there searching for a fucking red Mega Man. I mean, if you want it, I might try and send it to you if you really want it, because I mean, it's just going to be sat here. I haven't even opened it. Yeah, but exactly. So you, like, one person, but you send thousands of those out to the masses. More than half of them are going to pick it up and go, oh, the fuck is this? Nothing. Like I said, tried to sell it. You fucking have it for free, mate. Pay for the postage, maybe, like probably like £3 or something. Yeah, it's just like a little mini Mega Man. But yeah, like send me a bit more relevant stuff, maybe. Yeah. Basically, I kept on because I could get discount. Basically, the way to get discount from Loot Crate, you click cancel, and then you say it's too expensive, and then they give you 30% off your next crate. So, and there's no limit on how much you could do that. You could just go click cancel, get another 30% off, and then have a constant 30% discount on Loot Crate. That's why I carried on for so long, because I was getting discounts on every single box, and then selling on the stuff I didn't want. So I was sometimes making a profit. But as time went on, it was not worth it anymore. So yeah, basically I think it got me hooked when I was younger. I liked getting like little presents in the post, but it just got shitter and shitter, and I got older and more like wise to what they're doing and why everything was happening the way it was. And I was like, yeah, this is not worth it anymore. At least for maybe the more specific ones, like the Marvel ones, you get better stuff because it's more, you know, you're gonna like everything in the box. But yeah, wouldn't recommend Loot Crate as a company or a whole. So yeah, that's pretty much my rant about Loot Crate over. So sub boxes in general, I'd say are worth it, as long as you know you're going to use or make use of the thing you are getting every month or however long it is. If it's just something you're kind of like, oh, that's pretty cool, do not get a subscription box of it, because guaranteed you'll be sick of it after 1 month. A lot of things you don't need to get every month. Like, I'd say like the boxes of dog toys. Your dog does not need a new set of 5 toys every month. It does not care. It is a dog. Stuff like that. Stuff like food you are going to eat. You know you're going to consume that. I'd say food stuff. If it's a good price, you can get a discount. If it's got like a good intro offer and you remember to cancel, go for it. If you remember to cancel and you get a good deal, go for it if you like the thing they're sending. So yeah, it's a good way to get free stuff or very cheap stuff for presents and stuff if you remember to cancel. I saved a lot of money last Christmas by getting the first boxes of a lot of subscription services and then cancelling. So yeah, that's in general. Loot boxes, just very hit or miss. Very hit or miss. Make sure you do your research. Look at past boxes. Look at what they're containing, especially for the mystery ones. Try and go for the ones where you can sort of shape and mould what's going to come through your door. Look for good deals, look for discounts. Chances are they sponsor like 50 different podcasts, which will have discount codes. So, yeah, that's it. That's my view of subscription boxes. Good and bad, hit or miss, basically. Do your research. Don't get Loot Crate. Sorry, Loot Crate. I used to like you, not anymore. Definitely don't get Nerd Block. Holy shit. I mean, I'll give Loot Crate this. It was better than Nerd Block. It was better than Nerd Block. So yeah, I think that will do it for today's JamsHams Judgement. Unless anyone else has anything else to bring up, any stories of your own, any subscription box mishaps or experiences, anything? Oh shit, Loot Crate's in chat. Shit man, ban him. No, don't ban him, they might want to sponsor me. Actually, I don't know, if Loot Crate wanted to for some reason sponsor me, I wonder if I would take it, because I remember a time when PewDiePie was sponsored by Loot Crate, and he was sponsored by Loot Crate, but you can tell in his face and the way he acted when he did the unboxings, he was so unimpressed with everything in the box. If you can go find one of his old videos where he's sponsored by Loot Crate, just watch him unbox one and look at the disappointment, and he's like, oh yeah, look at what you get. You get a thing, and this thing, and just $30 a month. And it was so fake, and it was great, because he was getting money to basically low-key trash them. So that's probably what I'd do if they did sponsor me. But yeah, if there's nothing else, I'll wrap it up there. Oh, this has been JamsHams Judgement, my weekly review podcast, interactive review podcast, where the chat can get involved and get stuck into the conversation. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to, in the Discord, put in the suggestion box for anything you want me to review in future. Next week, I will almost certainly be reviewing Avengers Endgame. So, hopefully, I didn't do it this week because not everyone's seen it. Hopefully everyone's seen it by next Friday or Saturday. If you haven't, and you don't want to avoid spoilers, don't watch it. Don't watch it next week, because I'm going to be going spoiler heavy from the get-go. So watch out for that.